So, hello, how are you all doing? This is Tenacious Earl with, we're going to do the third round. I'm kind of on a lunch break here from, we have a snow day, kind of working at home, kind of keeping the paths cleared and all that stuff. The kids are off, and my work has fortunately given us, well, it's closed, so I didn't have to traipse off to work where things are pretty. I think the further north you get, the worse it is. It's okay here, but not great. So just taking a little time here. I'm going to try to get this rolled out in about a half an hour. It shouldn't take too long. We got 8 piles, so we're going to try and get this third round in. This is the 2018 Lone Star Open, and Alamo Oaks Golf Club in San Antonio, Texas, is the venue. This is simulated May 3rd through 6th. So, obviously, today is the 7th, I believe. 7th? March? Something like that. So, yeah. Let's get things turned around here. Also, I just wanted to show you I got a new lamp. Oh, boy. It's a little bright there. But so, hopefully, that helps with some of the issues regarding it's not gonna help the bandwidth, but it might give us a little bit better lighting, which could be considered a good thing here. So let's I gotta get this turned around. Actually, what I could do is I could put you up here on this and mute the mic, and then we'll be right back in just a moment. Thank you, ID Jester. I forgot to unmute the mic. So you have heard a lot of non-sound. So what we have so far is we have a couple guys that are in the A's. We've got some contending at B and a few that have ended up at C+. And we just rolled 23 on the third group, so apologies to people who are watching live and to those who are watching after the fact that I didn't really explain much because it was muted. So a 23, as I said, that's going to be a draw golfer contends with A. So let's zoom it out here. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're going to go back and roll on 9. That's a 15. So again, we come out here and we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So let's zoom in here a bit. And 15 is going to be David Alvestad, who has been there a couple times so far. He's going to be at A. No issues or perks. So we have 4 up there. The rest are going to contend with B+. So let's take a look and see who else might make the final. So Gil Granbury doesn't get an automatic in there. Del Hutton, Eric Hubbard, John Reasoner, getting way up close, Alec Newcomb, Christian Canepa, Custom Card Carter Jacobs, and Jim Zeithofer. They're going to contend with B+. We'll put them right up there. So now, pile number 4. $34. Top golfer will be A-, low golfer will be D-, others will contend with B+. So we're going to get a lot of B+ here in this particular third round. We're going to have a lot of guys just below, so we need the top golfer will be A-. So I got to go to this shot here. It'll be Chris Funk to start with a 3, C. Then we go to Smokey Novak 3B, unseats Chris Funk. So whoever's top, 2A, Gail Honorado. So Chris Funk stands at the low at the moment. Dustin Emmerich is going to probably be starting at the A- designation. Will Janis, no. Ryan brought us a 4B. He might be low golfer. We'll see. Gary Patel, also 4B. Malcolm Wiles. Porter Day, a 4B. And Myung Cho, 2A. So some bad luck there for a couple guys. They're going to end up in this B+ pile. Dustin Emmerich ends up at A-. So we've got 5 in the final groups through halfway through, and then these guys go to on a 34 D-, so we'll put them down there. So only one issue or perk roll here so far. So now the next pile number 5. Oh, we got a 34 again. It's going to be the same thing. So top golfer, let's so that also may bring the B+ into play. So Lefty Meadows, a 4B. He might be low golfer. There's Evan Aldrich with a 2A. So we're going to put the low golfer here until somebody unseats him. Jimmy Kimes at 3A. Pettibone. Oh, he's also a 4B. Chase Stevenson's a 4A. He's going to go in that pile. Tom Sudbury. 3A. Martin Van Dyke misses out. Oh wait, no, he's a 1C, so he's better than Evan Aldrich. Double check here, make sure I didn't blow anything. I didn't. So what's left? Who's left? Andy Jansen, a 4C. So now these guys will come up here into the Carson Rodell tied with Van Dyke. He Jin Tong, a 5A, is going to be the low golfer, goes to D-. And I believe this is the round where we roll the decider die, which says whether the player who is in the top golfer designation will go to the, in this case, A-, or if he will contend with B+. Tie for top golfer. Bullet, they contend with indicated placement. Blank, they contend with B+. So, Martin Van Dyke, we're going to take that decider die, and he will go to A-. Carson Rodell, he's going to go on the B+ pile. All right, so 6 contenders through 5 piles. So we've got a couple more piles left here to do, trying to shake them up here better this time. So 13, and you can see 13 is draw golfer will be one of the leaders probably. And also we'll get attorney perk. The top golfer contends with A-. So what we do here, as I've said, as we've seen in this case many times, we start with the draw golfer. So everybody's got an equal chance at this. So 12. So we can only go up to 12 on this roll. And it's I didn't zoom it in here, but you can look. It's a 10. So we go, this is this one right here, down here. So this guy here is 10. We've got 9 up top and 10. So the 10th that will be in the front is Patrick Kieran. Kind of a bare card in a way, but he's pretty good with his irons and pretty good with his recovery shots, and he is experienced, so he will go up to the top. Now we take the top golfer, and they'll be A-, so that gets us up to 8 with 2 more piles to go. So we go with top. Oh, and that means that Kieran gets a perk or issue. So Connor Messick, now let me see, 13 going to be finished with C+, so they're all going to be in that same group. Okay. Connor Messick, 3B. Shinji Kanishi at 2B now takes over. Yeah, sorry, I was just checking out comments. 2C, no. Remington Ramirez, 3C, no. Trent McAdams, 1B, so Shinji Kanishi is going to go and finish at C+. Adam Trenchard as well, a winner on tour this year. Gareth Leonard is going to share that opportunity with McAdams. And there's Heath Sommers as well. We got 3 1Bs, so we could have Palmiro Cavallari gets a bad beat there, and the rest of these guys will go to C+. But what we could end up with here is at least could end up with 10 after this roll, or we could end up with 9 or 8 as well, or 7 in theory if we don't get any decider dice. So let's go back to some Trent McAdams. He's going to be at A-. We got Gareth Leonard. also. And now Heath Sommers. There we go. So we're going to have 10 now. And so with 2 piles left, if we only take 1 from each of those, it still should get us to the point of... So the B pluses and Bs are going to end up being only for out of contention... or emerging contenders is what they call it. So the 7th pile, the last tall stack, that's 16. So a draw golfer contends with A minus. So there's going to be a big group about 5 or 6 back. So we zoom out here and we're starting to run out of a little bit of room here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, and can you see the 10th? I think you can. Yeah, just barely. So 10, and so 16. Again, means draw golfer will be A minus, top golfer will be A, and the others will be at D plus. So 1 to 10 for a draw golfer to be at A minus with a perk or issue. 15, so we go to number 5 because there's 10. So let's... Nope, that's the wrong zoom. I want this one right here. This is going to be this one, number 5. Braden LaSalle Jr. So he's going to go at A minus as well. We're going to write him down. So we may end up having to cut one of these A minuses out somehow. So we'll see how we work that. I hate to take away the guy who's the lowest rated, because we've seen a lot of these players before, and but we'll see. I'll have to figure out how we're gonna. Actually, what we can do is we can partly figure it out based on the decide or die when we settle on what their 3-round totals are. But then, so let's see. So a top golfer will be at A. So Soren Overgaard first. Four C is probably not going to last. Burke Yielding, 2C. So Soren Overgaard is a no. What's next? Gary Zukowski, he's not going to go. 3C. 4C, Waki Inoue, no. They're all going to go to D+, by the way. So then Kevin Percival, no. Landy Saxerholt with a 3A just misses Burke Yielding. Nate Killow. Chico Fonseca. Boy, we're getting to have a logjam here now. Todd Ahrens. So all those guys go to D+. These guys we have to see which are going to be. So Burke Yielding, it'll either be A or B+. And we're going to zoom to the cup here. So Burke Yielding, that's a no. He'll go to B+. Chico Fonseca, and that's a yes. So he will be at A. Okay. So that gives us what? 12 now, which is basically at our kind of at our limit. Then we have this outstanding golfer pack, so we need to figure out who from there is going to be where they're going. 24. Top golfer will contend with A. The others will finish with C+. So the best golfer out of these two is Tagaki Yamasaki. Forgot to show y'all. Here you go. So Westinghouse and Yamasaki. Actually, no, I'm wrong. It's Westinghouse. I thought that was a 2C, but this is a 3C. Yamasaki goes to C+. 24. So John Westinghouse will contend with A. Yes. And we'll get attorney, issue, or perk. Go to A. And that is it for our third round, most of our third round simulation, what I can do now is I'm going to give you a little bit of a zoom out here to see how things currently stack up. Now, what's going to happen? We have enough golfers in these three, so that's good. What that will have me do is take, that's why I usually keep these separate. I try to put the golfers that did not make the cut into one baggie, and then I keep the other baggie so that I can then put the B pluses and all that in there. Anybody that's not going to be in the final leaderboard, at least till the end. So B plus, we're going to put this here. So this is what I do. I take it and I pile it on top. So then next I'm going to put the B on top of that, and then put them underneath like that. So then B minus goes next. They're an empty one, and then C plus is not. So C plus, and then it's stack, and then C and C minus are empty, and then you got D plus that has a pile. And then D and D minus. What we're going to do is we're going to put them in a baggie. And I can enter those into my spreadsheet so that it will automatically calculate everything. I got a new notebook end of the day yesterday. So for my Slacker tour. So okay. So where do we end up going from here? Okay, I should have made a copy of this chart, or a picture of this. So down here is your contenders scoring key. We already decided it was 272, so we go out of this column here. We roll the decider die, and it will tell us where they stand. So with a final score of 272, A plus would be either 201 or 202, which with a par 72, that means 216 is the 3-round even par total. So now I need to get out my little placeholders here. And so 201 would be minus 15 after 3 rounds. So we will start with that. I have a bunch of little cards that I might help do here, I might use. So let me just turn this up a little more. And so we need, let's see, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. So we need down to minus 10. I think that should cover us for what we need here today. Let's get this done. So minus 10. I'll put them like this, I guess. 11. So Patrick Kieran will be at least at minus 15. Could be minus 14 as well. And it'd be nice if I could find his card in here, but it's not easy. I have this one. I have a couple in here. Pretty sure that I've made his little card before, but I don't have. No, we'll just have to move them over. We'll just do the best we can with the space we have here, and then we'll set up the final leaderboard when it's ready to go. So what we do is I'll do this right here. Kieran we'll roll this over here. Decide or die. Yes, he'll be at 15 under. No, he'll be at 14 under. And so he'll be at 14 under. I'm going to put him just like this. That is 202. Okay, so now we have the A minuses, and we're going to start with the first in, Magalhães. What do we have here? This will be a 203. That Steve Foshi. Man, there we go. Also will be -13. David Alvestad is a no. He'll be at -12. Fonseca, -12. Westinghouse, 13. And now we've got Danny Gallatin at A-. So a dot is going to put them in jeopardy of not being in the final groups. Yeah, you know, I don't know. Maybe I'll use a placeholder. We'll see. We'll see what we do. So Gallatin is going to be -11. Emmerich, -11. Martin Van Dyke, -10. Trent McAdams, -11. Gareth Leonard, -11. Heath Sommers, -10. Braden LaSalle Jr., -11. So let's see, what do we have here? We got 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So kind of a, so we have a bit of an odd number here. It's going to be whether it's in Martin Van Dyke, Heath Sommers, 1B, 1C. We're going to do, there's a second way that we can decide ties in this. And what we do, and this is from second season, where I've learned this one. Martin Van Dyke will be the black die. Heath Sommers will be the white die. Whoever is the well, actually, we'll do whoever in this case is the lowest will be in the final pairings, and then the other one will drop to a contender at B+. So black, if black is lower, Martin Van Dyke. If white is lower, Heath Sommers. Black is lower, it'll be Van Dyke. Sommers will go into the B+ pool, and which is fine because that was a he was part of a group that had a bunch go through as top golfers. So someone out of that should have dropped down. So that's how it's going to look. And what I usually do then, what I'll probably do is come back a little later with a little bit more, because I really have to get things closed out here. We'll be back with a little more maybe this evening. So that's how things are standing. We'll set up the leaderboard, make it look good. We'll get the tourney perks and issues set up. We'll get the weather rolled out, and basically get ready to go with the final round of the 2018 Lone Star Open. So let's close it out here at about 40 minutes. Thanks a lot. Patrick Kieran, your leader, going into the final round, -14, followed by Enrique Magallanes, Steve Foshi, and John Westingham.